guys, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning for another weekly, thank you for rejoining me for another one of these readings. And to those of who are my subscribers, thank you so very much for your love, your loyalty, and support. It means the world to me. I am forever grateful to each and every one of you. I want to mention that I have my first Capella class. People usually call them master classes, but I wanted to do something different and call it a Capella class on reintegrating the divine feminine. I have 3 different sessions for those. If you want more information, you can stick around to the end of the reading, or you can check out the description box below on more information about what that entails and how to book it and the dates and times and things like that. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me or a coaching session, that information is in the description box below. All right. I wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful, motivational, inspiring week, and I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. How's it going today? I hope you are all doing fantastic. I send you many blessings and much, much love for the week ahead and for the weekend. I'm also sending you all the best. Did I already say much love and many blessings? Maybe I did. Maybe it's a double for you guys because maybe you guys need it. All right, Capricorn, if you've never been here before, what we're going to do is we're going to see where your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about, so that you can align yourself with and attract the many blessings and miracles God has waiting for you. Stick around to the end so you can see what other guidance Spirit has for you, what your affirmation of the week is, and what crystal will help you with your healing. We're also going to take a look into what the new moon in Pisces is bringing you. That occurs on March 2nd. And then we're going to get guidance on your love situation. All right? Okay, let's do this. Let's see what your overall theme is for this week, Capricorn. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. And remember, when I say this week, it's really a timeless reading because time is fluid. I also highly recommend you watch your moon, rising, Venus, and North Node signs so you can get a much bigger picture as to what energies are surrounding you and how to best navigate them, all right? Because we've got a lot of stuff in our birth chart, and it's not just our sun signs. All right, let's see. What's going to be the theme for Capricorn this week? I guess they're really thinking about it this time around for you guys. We need a Jeopardy theme song. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Of course. We have luminosity and soulmates. And look who shows up at the bottom of the deck, guys. The divine feminine. It's about reintegrating the divine feminine energies, Capricorn. Learning how to be patient, forgiving, not being in control, doing things in an inorganic way. And an organic way, not inorganic way. Understanding the true beauty within, right? Receiving, not giving again, right? Being in this power, because this is within you already, Capricorn. When you are fully in this power, you attract the divine masculine. The true divine masculine, okay? Because all of us, we end up being distorted until we work to achieve this level right here, okay? So with this luminosity, This ties into this energy too. You truly become the divine feminine here, Capricorns, when you have that light shining within you. She's got the lotus in her hand. This is about coming from the murky depths of a lake or body of water, and you surface up to the top and you blossom into this beautiful flower. It's about enlightenment. It's about spirituality. It's about shining your light. You will attract the divine masculine, like the true gentleman here, the one who's the ultimate provider and protector, when this emanates out of you. If your light is dim, you're going to attract more distorted energies, okay? To include distorted masculines, to include distorted relationships, even the jobs, okay? the things that are really not for your highest good. So when you are really shining your light from within and you cast that out, it attracts all of the beautiful things into your life. And that is what the divine feminine does. She's vibrating at the highest frequency of all, which is what you guys should know is agape, which is the violet flame level frequency, okay? It's the same thing that this individual is emanating from, right? If you really want to bring that into your life more, Capricorn, you're gonna have to shine your light and stop being in relationships or dealing with people who are dimming it. Because if we want to attract abundance and attract all of these wonderful things into our lives, we cannot allow anyone to distort us anymore or anything. Okay? You want your relationship to change, you want your life to change, you have to find that divine within you. And this is also about seeing the divine in everybody else, because we're all God within. Okay? You have to understand your true power here, Capricorn. If you want to have the highest level of things, you have to be vibrating at that higher level. You will complement one another. You will support one another. You will not step on each other's roles, cross boundaries. You will understand who you are as a true divine feminine in your role and what the true divine masculine is in their role. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be everything. You don't have to have certain things to be beautiful, to shine your light, okay? You don't have to have a lot of money to be powerful, to be beautiful, to be abundant, because abundance doesn't really, it's not all about money. I think we talked about that one of your readings before. This is you understanding that, especially if you're a female, that you do not have to take on so much and fill the roles of men. Remember, I think in your last reading, we talked about what the true divine roles are. When you are trying to do everything, well, I got to be independent. I have to be this, and I don't want anybody taking control or taking over my life. That's distorted feminine, believe it or not. That is not what God intended for women to hold the role as. That's the cold, hard truth. Venus doesn't try to become Mars, and Mars doesn't try to become Venus, right? As above, so below. God intended for the masculine energy to be the ultimate provider and protector, and intended for the feminine energy to be the nurturer, the caretaker, the sustainer. If you look at the story of Adam and Eve, they all say, as according to the story, Eve was created from Adam's rib, right? But what did God do? God created Adam after he created everything else, and he's like, man, Adam is a lonely dude. Like, he was moping around, like, yeah, I like the animals are cool and the trees are cool, but I can't talk to animals. Maybe telepathically, but you get the point. I need a companion. I need somebody to, sustain me energetically. He was still lacking something, and God said, oh, crap. this is not good, that Adam's by himself. And you know why Eve was created from Adam and God didn't create Eve the same way he did with Adam, just like, let's say, out of thin air? It's because of the connection already between the two of them. The divine. What God created in Adam, he created from Eve. But that was to indicate that they were already one to begin with. From what I look at it, it's funny because God's telling me this, and I don't know, but God's like, yeah, you know, I thought that just creating like one person was going to do it, but he started to realize there's more to this as to what I was creating. And so he gave Adam a companion. A companion. God created Eve to sustain Adam. She was the one who's going to be shining her light, giving the unconditional love to Adam so that he could thrive. He had the role of protecting her, and then the family, and then the home later on, all of that stuff. Because man was supposed to be protector of the forest, right? The higher creation to take care of the rest of creation. But then God created Eve. This is a very significant role with sustaining the life of the masculine. So when you understand this, Capricorn, you end up being at a better balance. And you start to see that you have a unique role in this world, that you have a lot of power as well. You don't have to prove yourself to everyone. We keep getting that for you, Capricorn. You just don't. You have to be your authentic self, and you have to be the divine feminine. You are not called to be both divine feminine, divine masculine. If your life is kind of out of order right now, which some of you it is, that is why things aren't working out in your favor, because you're trying to take on two roles when God told you, feminine, you are supposed to be divine feminine, not both divine masculine, divine feminine. And if you are called to be more predominantly this, your role is to not be the divine masculine, because it's going both ways, guys. The ones who are being true, who called to be this divine feminine, they're starting to think that they need to be divine masculine. Some of the divine masculines, or some of the, believe it or not, are trying to be like divine feminines. Or it's the other way around, where they're trying to become too masculine, and this doesn't exist at all. You see the imbalance here? Where a lot of you have to balance your masculine and feminine energies. You have to have that sacred balance in order for things to be more harmonious, more tranquil, to be more in the flow. All right? That's what this energy fully understands here. And patience. We can't rush things. We can't control things. We have to let God do his thing. Nature doesn't rush, right? You have to let nature take its course. That's the divine order of things. Man tries to rush everything, tries to control everything. And I'm talking about humankind, not just man as in males, all right? It goes on for a lot of people. And until you really understand what your true role is, then your life is going to be out of equilibrium, because you're trying to supersede what God has ordained. You're trying to control what God has already laid out for everyone, to include nature. You don't see anything in nature competing with each other. But in the human world, we are doing that with each other. And sometimes we're trying to be someone that we're not. We have to allow ourselves to receive and just be patient and just let divine timing happen and go with the flow with things. She's not afraid to ask for what she needs. She respects people, their feelings, their time. She has to be confident and fearless, strong-willed. She's not afraid to ask for help. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's not. And this goes for both men and women, okay? If she asks for help from God or from someone and it's not coming to her fast enough, she's like, okay, there's a reason for that. It's taking a little longer, but she's not going to be overbearing. She's not going to criticize the fact that it's taking too long. She's not going to come on the person, trying to force the person, trying to rush the person. This is not what the luminous woman does, let alone the divine feminine. If you are in these energies where you're the opposite of everything that I just said, you are distorted. Because it is not of the true divine nature within you. It's not how God ordered things to be. And if we don't know our power, we don't understand this about ourselves, we're going to attract people who are going to be operating the same way we are. Like attracts like. Let go of that social conditioning as to what society said you should be doing. And I will have to say, the way that things are changing with regards to how men should be living, operating, how women should be operating, what they're telling women. Look, I'm going to point something out here. If you guys don't know, I heard something about Disney is changing Minnie Mouse, and they're taking away her polka dot red dress and they're putting her in a pantsuit to make her feel more feminine. Does that make any sense to anybody? So you're telling me that if I wear a dress, I'm less powerful? What kind of bullshit is that? It makes no sense, does it? And I'm going to flat out say out here, but, women who were wronged by men, and it's like, well, I'm going to be independent. I don't need a man, and I don't need this, and I can do this on my own. You find your power within, but again, that's not what God intended. Otherwise, we would only have Adam, would we not? So if you're in this thing where you think you have to do it all, ask yourself, is your life harmonious? Are you truly happy? Is it balanced? Are you really living the life that you want to live by being this person, thinking that you're going to do everything and everything on your own, and you're not going to accept help from anyone, and you're going to think that you can do it all? Are you truly happy? Are you really where you need to be? And I'm very passionate about this because we're getting off of those tracks. It's like we are losing our sense of our divine selves and not allowing God to do his thing. Why do you think the world is the way that it is? We're trying to play God here. This is not what we came here to do. We have to allow each other to understand the roles that God gave us. We have to come back to self. We have to come back to being divine beings, and that takes a lot of work. Be more graceful. Be more compassionate. Take time out for yourself. Be thankful for what God has given you. not for what God has it. I mean, if God hasn't given you something, don't get all angry and belligerent about it. Maybe God's trying to get you to see something here, Capricorn. And I'm focusing a lot of the time on these energies, because for some of you, there is a distorted view as to what your role on this earthly plane is. Talk to God about it. God's going to show you the truth with this. And with soulmates here, you have to be your authentic self, and you have to know what your role is as a true divine feminine if you want to attract a true soulmate relationship. If you're a divine counterpart, a light counterpart, which is similar to twin flames, but I don't like the labels and stuff like that. This is about a higher type of purpose with the connection that you're in. You have to be you. You have to stop trying to be someone that you're not. We've been getting this a lot, Capricorn. You have to be yourself. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Stop trying to take on both the roles of divine feminine and divine masculine, because it's not working out for some of you. You want this type of connection? Be you. Be who you are, warts and all, okay? Whatever weight you're at, whatever ethnicity you are, whatever talent you have, whatever abnormality you might have that you think is like abnormality, but it might be some quality that your actual true soulmate would actually love about you. Being your authentic self is acknowledging the way God made you. Being someone else that you're not, you're really kind of slapping God in the face, and I'm going to say it. Because God created you for a reason. He gave you specific talents that you and you alone have. And you're trying to not acknowledge that. You're trying to take on something else that that God didn't intend for you to be. How are you going to attract a soulmate? How are you going to attract the true love of your life if you're being someone that you're not? You're trying to do things and say, oh yeah, look at me, I could be this and that. Let me tell you, for those who are female, and I've learned this, okay? When you're trying to side with the male all the time, when you're trying to be like the male all the time, when you're trying to take the lead, when you're trying to control everything, when you're trying to say, no, I'm not going to accept your help. I'm not going to allow you to open the door. We talked about chivalry before, right? I believe you guys got that in a reading before. You know what that says to the male? Well, shit. Why is she trying to act like me? That's my job. That actually ends up being something that is not sexy, females. It's not. Why is she trying to do what's my role? And then what does that make the men feel like? Like they're not worth anything? Feeling emasculated, right? The more that happens, the more the males are going to feel like, well, I really don't have a place here, do I? Why are they trying to be someone they're not? Why are they trying to dress like someone, dressing in something that they know doesn't fit with them? And I'm going to say this out too, with the whole makeup thing. If you're overdoing it with the makeup and you're afraid to be in front of somebody, especially a partner or going on a date without it, And I'm not saying you can't, Capricorn, but if you start freaking out and you're starting to try to put on all this stuff just to make yourself look better, what about the face that God gave you that you already have, where it's beautiful in itself? There are a lot of songs out there talking about how guys are preferring women to not have makeup most of the time. And sure, you know, it's like for me, I'll put on my eyeliner and stuff, right? Because my eyes are one of my favorite features about myself physically. So I'll do the eye stuff and maybe put on a little lipstick or lip gloss or whatever. If I'm going something formal, maybe I'll do the foundation and all that other stuff that I used to use. But I don't get caught up in that anymore. If I feel like it, sure. But I'm not going to freak out, especially when I do my lives. I don't do my whole face. I just do my eyes and I just put on lip gloss and that's it. I don't do the whole thing. I don't add anything. I'm not trying to be someone like I'm not. Because that's not being authentic. You say what you feel like saying. You act like how you truly are. You look like how you truly are. You know, it's like when I go on live, I always try to wear shirts that have inspirational sayings on them because that's me. I don't have to wear some very attractive outfit in order for people to watch me. No, that's not me. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but if that's not you, Capricorn, don't do it. People are going to pick up on that. And if you keep trying to say things just to please other people or act a certain way to please other people, you are totally doing yourself a disservice here. You have to be authentic if you want to attract this type of relationship. Why? It's the truth. The truth is divine, not lies, not inauthenticity. So when you are standing in your truth and your true power, your true divine self, that raises the vibration and increases the luminosity of your light. And that light becomes a beacon for the person who is actually meant for you. And if it takes a long time, look at me, guys. I turned 42 in a couple of months, all right? My marriage of 10 years didn't work out. That was a karmic relationship. I ended up being revealed that I have a divine counterpart. But God said, Jess, you're going to have to do a lot of work and you have to really embody this. That's why I have that Reintegrating Divine Feminine class. Because I'm trying to teach others how I got to this. It's kind of like sort of like a fast track way to get here. I've done all the hard work and nobody told me how to get here but God himself and my angels and my ancestors and my divine masculine's higher self. Okay. That's why I'm so passionate about why I do these readings. That's why I'm passionate about having classes like these to help others to integrate these energies to attract their true partners. And even though I'm 42, it doesn't mean my life is over. I am older, but it's not over. Me being in this state 98% of the time is the best thing I could have ever done for my life. Because now I'm going to attract the higher type of love. And it's the same for all of you. You will become power couples. You will be examples of a divine couple and you will be a powerhouse. You will build something magnanimous. You will build something great for the greater good of humanity. That is better than just being in a relationship by itself. That is better than trying to act like someone that we're not. when you're raising the vibration of the planet and you are helping others to achieve this so that they can attract their true counterparts, that says a lot about you. More so than the things that you do that really don't say a lot about who you really are. Let's see what you need to focus on for this week. Other than what I just said. All right. It'd be crazy if the Empress comes out. Or Nine of Pentacles. Or Queen of Pentacles. The Stars and the Hermit. We got two major arcana here, Capricorn. You really got to go within and start reevaluating here what it is that you're doing and who you really want to be. Because if some of you, you know very well you're not attracting harmonious relationships, successful ones. You're not attracting the chivalrous male, the divine masculine. I know, I've been there already. I had to go into hermit mode and I had to really analyze my past, my relationships, and then it hit me. I had an epiphany. I said, oh my God, I just realized what I was doing. I was chasing for one. I was trying to always like everything that the other person liked or try to do everything that they did. And you know the stuff about me, you know, if you don't already know about me, I'm a huge classical music fan. I play violin. Okay. I used to be made fun of for that. All right. The only person who didn't make fun of me for that was my actual divine masculine. That goes to show we had something in common there. But other people, they would laugh at me for it. And I like certain things. I have Aquarius moon. I can be a weirdo, you know? I'm a big nerd too, believe it or not. I am super nerdy. I used to be even way more nerdy than I am now, in a sense. It still hasn't left me, but I suppressed all of that. And then when it came to, I first stuck to, I'm not wearing makeup, I don't like it. And then I saw everyone else as I got to college kind of wearing it, and I tried it out. And when I got to work, that was a whole other thing. I was feeling more insecure because I worked in a whole field of men, because I used to be a systems engineer, and I thought I had to, you know, dress a certain way. I mean, I dressed professionally, but there got to a point where I was dating somebody who was actually telling me not to wear certain things, even though I was like, well, I like this dress or whatever. See with the dress thing? And he would say, no, it doesn't give you your shape, or it doesn't do this. And then he would say, you should wear this and that. And then I started, what the heck was I doing? I was listening to this dude, and you know how dumb that was? You know how silly that was? And I was like, why am I doing this to myself? It came from a lot of inner child stuff, I will say that. But I'm saying this, guys, because some of you really got to go within and start doing the same thing that I was doing, reevaluating what it is that you're doing. Why is it that you need to prove yourself to other people? Why are you not being your authentic self? Think about it. Go through all of your other relationships and think about who you were then. Were you being your authentic self? Probably not. Because I know I wasn't. And I'm going to be completely honest here, because if I'm going to be dishonest, and I'm totally doing myself a disservice, and I am not fulfilling my mission. And then I would not be operating from divine feminine energies, period. So some of you have to do that. Isolate yourself for a while and really contemplate things. Why don't I have these relationships? Why am I in the marriage that I'm in? Why am I not in the divine marriage that I should be in? Why am I not shining my light? Why do I feel so insecure? Why do I feel less confident? Why do I doubt myself? This is about when you really start to see those things, your life will change. And then you will start to grow, you evolve, because you're learning more about yourself and your life's experiences, and that you have the power to change things within yourself, but for yourself, not changing for anybody else. It's becoming your true authentic self. See how this guy, he's on his knees and all he has is this red scarf or whatever those things are called. It could be a tunic maybe. No, it's not a tunic. I don't know. You know what this is. All he has is this. He's not fully clothed. This is you being vulnerable with yourself. This is kind of like stripping yourself down naked and saying, who am I? Maybe some of you really need to be completely naked in front of a mirror and start really loving yourself. And some of you freak out when you look at yourself in the mirror naked. Some of you maybe don't have mirrors in your bathrooms or in your room or whatever. Why? That's how God made you. If there are things that you want to change about that, do that for yourself. Like if there's a weight thing here, go focus on, becoming healthier. Just don't focus on the weight itself. Okay? Being skinny doesn't make you beautiful. You know how many thin people there are who are like ugly on the inside? I won't even get into that. Okay? Go strip yourself naked here, Capricorn. And start learning to love yourself. Completely bare. Start looking to things within yourself that you love. That's really going to help you grow into mature. And it's going to really help you understand the truths about yourself. And then you're going to start to really learn about what spiritual maturity is so you can achieve that spiritual mastery. When you achieve that, that is when you get into the divine feminine energies, the luminosity energy here, and you start to attract your true counterpart. With the stars, see when I talk about vulnerability? The star card in the Rider-Waite, it's a naked woman, right? We have a naked woman and a naked man. Stripping yourselves down from both your masculine and feminine energies. Really looking within those two to see who you really are from those energies. A lot of you have to do a lot of healing when you go through this hermit mode. A lot of you have to be in solitude, all right? Stop dating if you're in a relationship right now and it's not fulfilling. You know that you cannot be your authentic self and it's not working out for you. End it. You think you're in a soulmate relationship? Does it really feel divine? Are you being your own self? Like truly yourself? Are you allowing yourself to receive? Are you going with the flow in life? Because if you're not and you're in a relationship and you're trying to control things and manipulate things and getting people to force to say things or do things or whatever this is for you, that is not a soulmate relationship. It's definitely not a light counterpart one. So some of you need to go into full hermit mode. Spend time in isolation and solitude. That's where God does his greatest work. That's where you will do your greatest work. That's where you build your strength, your resiliency, your leadership skills. It's preparing you for what God really has. Prepares you for your mission. You have a mission here, Capricorn. Your mission wasn't to come into this earthly plane to get into a relationship and have a white picket fence and dogs and families. That is a reward that comes when you have fully gone through this and you become unstoppable, unshakable, untouchable, and unbreakable. But you got to go through this first. And that here is really where you do your greatest healing work. When you heal in solitude, you become some incredibly powerful divine being. It is tough, I know, because I've been in solitude for a long time. But I wouldn't be where I'm at now if I wouldn't have gone into this mode and I wouldn't have really analyzed everything about my life experiences and my relationships. I did a lot of my healing and my personal growth and spiritual growth on my own. Of course, you're never alone, Capricorn. You have your guides, your angels, or your ancestors. But you have to understand that in order to do the true healing and to truly become your true, powerful, divine self, you have to do it in hermit mode. You need to be following your light to your destiny. It will take a while because this is Virgo energy and Virgo is Earth. But when you come out of it the other side, Capricorn, you're not going to believe who you're going to be facing in that mirror the next time around. You won't recognize yourself. It's exactly what I did with myself. I still do this to this day. And every week that passes, every reading that I do, it's like, oh my gosh, this is who I really was the entire time. And it took me 39 years to realize that. And as I said, I turned 42 soon. But I get older. As I get older, I get wiser. This is you gaining that wisdom, right? You can have people that are smart, but some smart people lack wisdom. You go into this mode here, you tap in to your higher self and talk to God and your angels, your ancestors, and you learn about life and yourself and other people. You gain wisdom from that. Wisdom will not be acquired from any book that you read, from anything on the internet. It comes from within because you already have that as a divine being. It's tapping into the Akashic records. All right. You follow that destiny. You follow the light of God. It will bring you to your paradise. You will become more aligned with your higher self, with the higher beings. It's about mission here. It's not about love. The love comes as a bonus, especially if you're a light counterpart. It's about your mission, your destiny here. What you are destined to do. You have to be your authentic self in order to fulfill your mission. You also have to have a lot more faith, knowing that when you are going into this mode, that there will be nothing missing. You won't miss out on things. You won't lose things. The worst thing you can do, Capricorn, is losing yourself in all of this. This is what God doesn't want you to do. You need to start aligning yourself with your higher purpose and having that faith and that hope, knowing that God is going to get you through, because the only way out of this is through it. This is the going through it right here in solitude. I'm telling you, you will become a force to be reckoned with when you can accomplish this. 8 of Pentacles, doing the work. It's right there. The inner work, being committed to doing the healing work so you can feel renewed, rejuvenated, and refreshed. You start off differently, and you're like your authentic self with that vulnerability, that nakedness, right? It takes a lot of hard work and commitment, Capricorn. A lot of dedication. This is about you following your dharma and working towards that. Whatever skill God gave you, whatever talent God gave you, He wants you to utilize that because it's part of your destiny. It's part of your mission. But that involves you getting into this. Solitude. Building something great for yourself in the material world and in your mental, physical, spiritual world. Strength and resilience. Becoming a master at something, right? The sage, the master, right here. This is what God wants you to be doing. With whatever talents, with whatever God gave you. You don't need anybody to hold your hand. You don't need anybody there to support you all the time. You can do this on your own. You have God first and foremost. Do not ever forget about that. And again, you have two majors here. You have the great divine support surrounding you. There is magic surrounding you all the time. You just have to stay committed to the task and focus on doing the inner work. I said God does His greatest work in solitude, and so will you. All right, let's see what you need to avoid. Let's put this over here. What does Capricorn need to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. I keep hearing you have to be yourself. Stop being someone that you're not. And if somebody can't love you for who you are, that's on them. That's not on you. All right? Oh, okay. That went to the right. All right, hold on. Carpet card. Let's see here. We have the Six of Swords in the upright. Capricorn. It's like either the Eight of Cups that keeps popping up or the Six of Swords, apparently. You got to move away from this situation you know is not serving you. That is Eight of Cups, but Six of Swords is very similar. Get in the boat, head towards your paradise. What was I talking about, paradise? You want more peace, balance, and tranquility in your life? Move away from people who are conniving, who are belittling, who take advantage of you, who don't appreciate you, who undervalue you, who are hostile towards you. This is why some of you are having a hard time having these harmonious relationships. You got to move away, because if you don't, things will go from bad to worse. It's your choice, Capricorn. It's your choice. You want things to improve, you're going to have to do things to improve them. There's no forward progress being made with your spiritual growth. Why is that? Why is that, Capricorn? And it's for some of you, not for all of you, but I think it's for the majority of you who are watching this. And people tend to drop off my channel because they can't deal with the truth. But you know what? I'm sorry to say, you want your paradise, you will not get it if you don't face the truth, period. We have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. He follows his path of truth. He doesn't give a crap what anybody else says. He's authentic. He stands in his integrity. He's honest with himself and others. He doesn't care. If he has to say something, and the truth hurts, just like what I'm doing, that he's gonna say it. I don't give two craps what anybody says or thinks about me, and that's just how it is. I know if I'm standing in my integrity and authenticity, like I said before, I know I'm following my mission. I know I'm coming from the place of the true divine feminine Christ, and I know I'm not afraid to speak my truth. I don't care what anybody else says. All I care about is following what my God tells me to do, what my angels tell me to do, to convey, to disseminate, whatever that is. My light will shine brighter the more that I do this, and is exactly what's happening now. So if you guys are afraid to be your authentic selves, then you will continue to attract these unfulfilling things. If you continue to expect that something will magically happen for you, or that you are in a soulmate relationship when there's no true authenticity there, then you are deceiving yourself. You have to be honest with yourself here, Capricorn. There's instability here. Some of you are still in an unstable situation. There's like a storm brewing with this card. You want more peace, you have to move away from the conflict. You have to take the high road. Sometimes you just gotta walk away, and sometimes maybe silence is golden, or you speak your truth and it's like, you know what, I am not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to allow my emotions get the best of me, and I'm going to take control of the situation. But what I'm doing is that I am giving myself the power. I'm realizing the power that I have within me to walk away. I need to be honest here. So why are you not getting in the boat? You see that ship there? That is your ship that has your true counterpart in it. That is the ship that has your wealth, your abundance, your great health, your vitality, the recognition, the paradise. That ship is heading to paradise, and it's going to leave without you until something changes. It's like there are delays here, or you're causing these delays. This is slow healing. Yes, it takes time. But some of you should be in a different place than you are now. And I'm hearing that for all of the guidance you've been given all these months, you should be in a different timeline than you are now. That's exactly what I just heard. And I keep hearing about the 22222 portal. That is actually today, which I'm recording this. If some of you don't start taking action now, you're going to miss the boat. God is saying, I've given you enough opportunities here, Capricorn. It's either now or never. You either get in the boat or you don't. You either move away from the situation or you don't. Don't expect God to work miracles because you're not following the divine guidance. You are addicted to power, trying to control things. It's not going to work because, again, it is according to divine order. You either learn how to heal, learn to forgive, learn how to fulfill the role that God gave you, or God will continue to throw at you your karma. Power and control does not make you a powerful person, Capricorn. It makes you distorted. You being the true divine feminine or divine masculine, because there's some males watching this, embodying both, but not having one overcome the other, is where true power comes from. It's the divine power within you, not the power of man, not the law of man. It's the law of God. This is the justice card also. This talks about lawyers as well. Teachers, journalists, writers. Some of you, that may be what you're aspiring to. But when you fully reintegrate this into your life, that's where that true power is going to come from. She's an empress. An empress. Not just the queen. She's an empress. Do you think she's addicted to power? No. She doesn't control Jack. She doesn't control anything but what she knows she has control over. And that is how she responds to things. That is the life that she lives. How she takes care of herself. She has control over that. But she lets God handle everything else. She follows her divine guidance. She follows her mission. She knows the true divinity within herself and within others. She's compassionate. She's forgiving. She's forgiving. She is unconditionally loving towards herself and others. That's where the true power lies, Capricorn. Not in this heightened masculine energy, or even trying to control people with words or thoughts. You're lacking integrity, Capricorn. Lacking integrity means you are distorted. You are not a divine anything. Lack of integrity is dark energy. God is calling you to be this, to star into this, because that's who you truly are. But it's like some of you, there's still a power struggle here. And still trying to control. You have to release the control. It's now or never, Capricorn. You guys are going to miss the boat. You're going to see everybody else living the time of their lives and having their soulmates and creating these amazing things with their counterparts. All this stuff because why? You wanted to control things? You were addicted to power? That's it? When you had the power all along, when you reintegrate these energies? I don't know what else to tell you, Capricorn. And, you know, I'm not the BS reader. Most of you know this. I would not be where I'm at now, again, if I wouldn't have listened to my divine guidance and I wouldn't have gone into this hermit mode here. I sure as hell would not have been able to talk to you the way that I am. And if you can ask anybody who's known me for a while, there may be people who know me, who've known me for a while. I'm picking up on that. And they're probably dropping their jaws. And you very well know, if you've known me, you've never heard anything like this come from my mouth. That is proof of how much work I have done. Because I can guarantee you, I would have been afraid to speak my truth. I would have been afraid to disseminate what information I am channeling from my higher ups. And I'm not afraid of it. Why? Because I know I'm protected. I am so protected by them, and they reassure me of that every time. Nobody can do anything to me because I have a legion of angels behind me and I have God's back. I have the universe's back. I am that confident in my power and my abilities because of who I have been able to become fully. I understand who I really am now. That's where my power comes from. It comes from God. It doesn't come from you, and it doesn't come from man. It comes from God. Holy crap. All right. I need to like bookmark this or something. Anyway, Capricorn, let's see what your guidance is for today or this week or whenever. What guidance do we have to help Capricorn navigate these energies? Wow, that didn't take too long. Protect your energy, Black Tourmaline. Is that a message for me, Spirit? Selenite, clear the clutter. I have selenite right here. I always have this with me. Black Tourmaline, protect your energy. Only good vibes may enter. Learning how to fully realize and protect your personal energy is a powerful tool to stay strong, remain true to yourself, and resist being swayed or brought down by negativity, whether it's directed at you or simply present around you. Before going out in public, make a conscious effort to harness this inner strength and commit to staying positive regardless of who or what may seek to dampen or drain your spirit. Utilize this shield of protection and you will recognize the difference. Have you been letting others' negativity affect you? Are there people in your life who leave you feeling drained when you spend time with them? How can you protect your vitality? Your affirmation is, I am strong, powerful, and protected. Today, before you leave the house, envision a strong energetic shield surrounding you. Reconnect with this energy barrier throughout the day to reinforce your protection. Wow. I was saying that about myself. Was I not? I'm getting goosebumps. That's supposed to give you guys encouragement. You can do the same thing. Absolutely. Let's put that there. Let's read the selenite card. It's time to start fresh, Capricorn. When you feel your batteries running low or your light is starting to dim, all it takes is a quiet moment to hit the refresh button and turn your inner light up to its brightest potential. Use this reset as an opportunity to cleanse yourself from anything that's dimming your energy. This might mean spending a few minutes outside to feel the sun on your face or sitting in silence and meditating for a few cycles of breath. Do what's needed to re-energize your spirit, feed your soul, and recharge your inner light. Going into hermit mode is going to help with that. Is your spirit feeling its brightest? What energies do you need to clear away? Your affirmation is, I fill myself back up with light. Today, visualize a column of white light radiating from your heart to the rest of your body. Can't make it up, guys. Go into this. Rejuvenate, renew, so that your light can shine brighter, because you guys are allowing people and things to dim your light. Some of you may think that, well, I have this soulmate or this counterpart and I'll just stay in this, but is your light going through the roof? Are you being a beacon of light, hope, faith, and harmony and peace to others? We just got the card that your light is dim. You have to really increase the luminosity of your light here. All right. Let's see what this new moon in Pisces is bringing you. Again, it occurs, yikes, on March 2nd. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. New endings, new beginnings, tapping more into your spirituality, your imagination, enlightenment. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Also letting go of those illusions about yourself and about your connections and about the world. Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Bottom of the deck is full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. All right, let's read the last quarter moon in Gemini here. Oops. Clear your mind. Fretting is a sweet-sounding word for feeling anxious. Drawing this card suggests that you or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you to move closer to your goals, as it means you're directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want. Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good, so focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk them through to clear your mind. This is far more likely to bring good results. While racing thoughts can be problematic, getting stuck in repetitive thought patterns isn't any good either. Find a balance there. Getting into a negative rut messes badly with your manifesting ability. Turn that frown upside down. Your manifestation affirmation is, loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. Bottom of the deck is the full moon in Sagittarius. See the bigger picture. At this point, your best bet is to be the bigger person in whatever situation is on your mind. If harsh words have been exchanged, this card comes with a gentle suggestion to diffuse the upset with some humor. The world is your oyster when you draw this card, but you need to find a balance between where you are and where you want to be. It may be that you need to do some more research before you move closer towards whatever it is you want. When you're manifesting, the journey of discovery can be as empowering as dreaming the big dream. Find a balance between saying what needs to be said and saying too much. One thing is for sure, having an open mind will serve you well now. Talk to people about your issues and get a view of the bigger picture. Your manifestation affirmation is, I know that I am blessed and I love my life within that knowing. So I picked that up by its own. Underneath this card is the new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Change is good, guys. Change helps us to learn, grow, and evolve. All right, let's see what guidance we have with regards to your love situation. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do we have for Capricorn with regards to their love situation? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, Capricorn. There's a lot. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Authenticity, right? Stop criticizing. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Right? You don't take any material possessions. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Well, there you have it. Some of you, it's confirming that you are in one of those connections. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. See? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Trust your intuition. Oh, here it goes. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Bottom of the deck is none other than transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. It's love. It's not power. It's not control. It is love. Right there. Love conquers and transforms all things. That is the only thing that is going to change things for the better. And it starts with you. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a lot on the love sector here. Okay, Capricorn, if you would like a personal reading with me or a live coaching session, check out the description box below or hop on over to CapellaWellness.com. Check out my service suite there. My last Reintegrating Divine Feminine class is on Sunday, February 27th. Okay, information on that is in the description box below. I kept talking about how reintegrating those energies is going to be vital. If you really don't want that ship to escape you, reintegrating that is going to be very important. So I highly recommend that you join in on this last class. It's a wonderful, beautiful, powerful class. All right, all information in that class is in the description box. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, it's underneath the coaching section, the category there of my Capella service suite. Okay, I am offering a 10% off discount for my handwritten love letter from your higher self service that I do. If you see my automatic writing letters readings for the Divine Masculine, it's the same concept. I write down, I channel the messages from your higher self onto paper involuntarily. It is a very enlightening, empowering, truthful message from your higher self to you. Okay, I've had other clients do this. It's been very eye-opening, very inspiring, and they're like, wow, this hit me hard type of thing, but it helped them to open their eyes to certain things. I am offering a, like I said, a 10% discount. The coupon code is in the description box below. The link to that letter is there. It is pre-recorded, but you see me write down everything, and then I will read the letter to you, kind of like how I do my Divine Masculine channeled letters. But I believe that this letter would be very, very empowering, inspiring to help you to better understand these energies that were picked up on here, or any other energies that I pick up on from your higher self. It's important for us to understand what our higher selves are really truly trying to tell us. Okay, so again, the coupon code is in the description box. I'm only going to have that around for like a week or so, so I'm not going to have it available for that much longer. If you have any questions about this reading or anything else at all, don't feel shy reaching out to me. I know I have to have that tough love, and I have to have that, type of passion when I do my work. Otherwise, it's, people are going to think, oh, well, this is going to be an easy thing, and I'm going to get my soulmate, I'm going to get my abundance and not have anything to do, not do anything about it. That is totally false. So, while I might give you the cold hard truth, sometimes, that's the thing with people these days. We have to receive that, but from a place of love and not from a place of being attacked or anything, because it's going to help us to become our true authentic selves. All right. So anything you need to reach out to me for, emails in the description. You go to CapellaWellness.com. There are plenty of other places for you to contact me. Okay. All right, Capricorn, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.